Good evening, my name is Terry Randolph, and I'm going to be doing my philosophical analysis on Horace Mann. Horace Mann closely relates to me because he believes in equal educational opportunities for all, as I do, which is why I am not a proponent of private schools. I truly believe that the same education students receive in private school should be the same education that is afforded to students in public schools. So because of this, I relate to Horace Mann. Horace Mann was born during the Jackson era, which is a time when the United States was still under construction and trying to build its identity and form. The educational system was one of those things that was still under construction as well. He grew up on a rural farm in Massachusetts. Because he was in a rural farming area, he did have to work as a young child on the farm. He did receive education, however, it was very minimum, and it was definitely not comparable to those students who was in the more urban area of the Commonwealth. His education was highly indoctrinated with religion at that time. Because Benjamin Franklin at the time donated books to his town to create a library, he was able to borrow those books, read those books to further educate himself. Upon doing that, he eventually went to Brown College, graduated, and became a politician, a lawyer, and a teacher. As a politician, he was elected to the legislature, where he was eventually elected as the first secretary of the Board of Education for the state of Massachusetts. Being in this position, this was not a position in which he campaigned for. However, being in this position, it reminded him of the things that he was fighting for, because he was a social reformer. Education was one of those things that he wanted to shape and reform for the nation. So he fought for equal education in doing this. He also believed that the nation and businesses should reinvest in education for the Commonwealth. For an investment in education was an investment in turn for the Commonwealth, because when children of the Republic, as he called them, those children who are living in the Commonwealth, when children of the Republic are educated and receive skills, they in turn use those skills within the Commonwealth, and this eventually helps advance the Commonwealth. He also believed that fighting for the rights for children to receive education mean that students must have skilled teachers in order to deliver this education. So he became a creator and a proponent for normal schools. This idea did come from England, but it is what we call teacher college, where he trained teachers to teach and to deliver instructions to students. While still part of the legislature, he continued to run for different houses. He was elected Senate. After his last run for Senate, he lost that bid for Senate, and he was elected and served as president of Antioch College until his death. Still fighting for education being equal and ensuring that education was known as a balance wheel and a leveler. If everyone is able to receive appropriate education, then they could all operate on equal playing fields. Horace Mann.